We didn't get an audience with Bill Gates, but we did get the attention of one of the vice presidents of marketing. Well, sort of. He's too busy to see us, but he did ask us if we could email him our ideas. We are going to do that one better. We're going to email him our presentation. We're going to start with a blank presentation. No wizards, no templates, no designs, no magic. File, new, blank presentation. Double click. Here we go. And once again, we are asked first to tell PowerPoint what our first slide is going to be, and indeed it will be a title slide, which is already highlighted. So at this point, I can double click, or I can just say OK. And now we can start. Click once for my editing cursor. Office World 97. All right, so there is my subhead and my title. Now notice this squiggly line here under Office World. This is PowerPoint's on-the-fly spelling checker telling us that it does not recognize this as a word. If I right-click, I then can access the spell check engine where I can tell it to ignore every occurrence of it. But better yet, we expect to be using Office World a lot. So let's add the word to our dictionary. And now the squiggly line goes away, and from this point forward, every time that we type Office World, including the capital W in the middle, PowerPoint is going to say, ah, I know what that word is. Here is our title slide. Now this slide needs a background other than white in order to be distinctive. A good rule of thumb is that printed slides should be dark text on white, while on-screen slides should have a background other than white. We can do that from the Format menu. The Format menu is where a lot of the action is. We're going to be here a lot. And the place we want to go to right now is Background. This dialog here gives us lots of different choices and this ever-important preview button, which you'll see in just a minute. Now, the first thing we can do is click here, and we get some simple choices of colors. You can see just some of the pure colors that are here. If we want to go beyond that, the More Colors choice gives us the opportunity to select between all of the colors that you see here, and we can even go beyond that into this Custom tab where we can dial up a color by its RGB values or its hue, saturation, and luminescence values right here. So if you need to match a particular color, you can ask somebody, well, do you know what the RGB number is? And if the answer is yes, you can dial it right in here. So lots of choices about color, and in fact there's even more, because if we come down here to fill effects, then we really enter the danger zone where we can create all sorts of these different things, these gradient patterns that shift from one color to the next, all these textures which can be very pretty if used appropriately, these various patterns which can be dangerous if used inappropriately, and we can even add a picture to our background. So lots and lots of choices here. Too many, in fact. I want to play it much safer than that. Come back here down to More Colors, where I would like a nice blue-gray background, perhaps that one right there. So I say OK, at which point now I want to show you that this preview button will let me see what it's going to look like before I say yes to it. And I can even move this dialog over enough just to see a little bit of my text to make sure that it's still readable. And at this point, once I say that I like it, I can choose to apply it to this slide, or I can apply it to every slide that I create in my presentation. Essentially, I can make it the default. And that is what I want to do here. So I'm going to say Apply to All. And now you can see the background coming in like so, and we're ready to go. Our